I'm live. Please join my live. Please join my live. I'm live. Welcome to my live. Faitty is live. Please get notified. Faitty is live. I'm live. Welcome to my live. Tell a friend that knows a friend to tell a friend that knows a friend that Faitty is live. Welcome to my live. Please, this is a mass question on the screen. If you know the answer, please drop your answer on the comment section. Sorry. If you know the answer, drop your answer on the comment section. I'm live. Welcome to my life. If you are just joining, say hi to me so I can notify you. If you know the answer to this question, please drop your answer on the comment section. I'm live. Get notified. Tell a friend that knows a friend to tell a friend that Faitty is live. I am live. Welcome to my life. Say hi to me if you're just joining. If you're just joining, say hi to me. If you're just joining, say hi to me. Welcome to my life. If you're just joining, say hello to me. Welcome. I'm still waiting for we all to join the live. Welcome to my life. If you're just joining, say hi to me. And please don't forget to like the live. I want to say a very big thank you for you all that have been subscribing. And if it's your first time joining my live and you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. Please subscribe. I want to say a very big thank you to my subscribers. I want to say a very big thank you for you all for liking my videos, for watching my videos, commenting, subscribing to my channel. I want to say a very big thank you to you all. Thank you so much. Please, if you're just joining, please like the live, And if you know the answer to this question, if you know it, please comment the answer on the comment section. If you know the answer to this quiz question, please comment the answer on the comment section. If you're just joining, say hi to me. Say hi on the comment section. Welcome to my life. Welcome. I want to say a very big welcome to you all. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for joining my life. I want to say a very big welcome to you. This is a quiz question on the screen. If you know the answer, please comment the answer on the comment section. If you think you know the answer to this quiz question, please make sure you comment the answer on the comment section. I want to say a very big thank you once again. If you're just joining once again, I want to say a very big welcome to you. Please make sure you like the live. As you're joining, please like the live. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for loving me. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for watching. And mostly thank you for subscribing. Welcome. If you are just joining, welcome. Welcome. If you think you know the answer to this quiz question, please comment the answer. If you don't know it, just say hello to me and I'll answer you. Say hello to me and I'll answer you. Please say hello to me so I can get to see you. Say hello to me on the comment section. If you know the answer to this quiz question, please comment on the comment section. If you think you know the answer, please don't forget to comment on the comment section. And please make sure you like the live. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I want to say a very big thank you for you for joining, for subscribing. I want to say a very big thank you. If it's your first time joining my live, I want to say a very big Thank you to you and welcome to my life. This is morning. This is early morning African time. I'm from Africa, so it's early morning African time. I was I was saying that I was going to go live in my country late night, but I was too tired. I slept off. But this is early morning in African country. I guess in some countries, I think it's night, while in some countries, I think it's afternoon, late afternoon. But in African country, it's morning already. In African country, it's morning already. It's early morning, like very early in the morning in African country. Me, I'm from Africa, majorly in Nigeria. So in Nigeria right now, we are the day we are is early in the morning. We're already in the morning, like early in the morning already. Just woke up from sleep. What time is it in your country? Are you what day, like are you in the morning, are you in the afternoon, or are you late at night or in the evening? Please signify on the comment section. So based on my country, as we are in early in the morning, and some of you that are already in the morning, I want to say a good morning to you all. Some of you that are late at night, I want to say a good night rest. Some of you that are already at afternoon, I want to say good afternoon to you, or whatsoever your the country you are. So I want to say greetings to you all. Thank you for joining my life. Please, if you know the quiz answer to this question, please don't forget to comment on the comment section. Sometimes I ask, why is it that the days, the time are not the same in this world? God is mysterious. God is very mysterious. You get to see in country now, you know. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm just waking up, so I'm just yawning. You get to see in some countries. Countries have states, different states, and you get to see that whenever rain is falling, rain fall in some parts and rain doesn't fall in some parts. I say, oh my God, the world is really mysterious. God is really mysterious. I don't know how God just makes everything possible and makes everything unique and different in its own image. Like every time I keep on wondering, this world is very big. This world is very, very, very amazing, very mysterious. It makes me keep wondering and asking, how was this world made? Well, sometimes I just say to myself, I have to just stop thinking, because if I continue thinking, I won't get the right answer. I'll just end up getting my own theory on how this world was made, just like the philosophers. That was how philosophers was thinking. Philosophers they always curious, wanting to know what the world is made up of, how the world is made, and who really is God. That is what philosophers do. I know some of us here, sometimes we get to think sometimes about the world, like how the world is. There are even some people that think about how our supreme creator is, how he created the world. He's so marvelous in his own way, and I want to say a very big thank you. I really want to give God the praise. He deserves it. I want to give him the acknowledgement. He deserves it. Because creating this world, we as human beings, we cannot. Scientists have tried. They've tried their own. They did their own best, but they can't create the world just like the supreme good being, which is God, the God of the universe. I want to say very big, 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 big. I will not even say thank you, because I want to say hallowed be thy name to the God of all creators. All creators, when I mean creators, before I now say all creations, all creators, God of all creators, there are some human beings that create, all the scientists that discover, they make discovering, they also create. Is it not science, some science tech that do robots? So still, they can't be like God. God is still the general supreme being of all creators. Scientists have tried. There's what do they call these people? I've forgotten. I'm not really I don't know all, but I've forgotten. Is this P? I don't know. But they said um, uh, some scientists try to reach up, so so they can get to heaven, so they can get to see what is really, really up. They try. Even I even heard some were trying to build. It's also in Bible, but there's still one that existed in the world that there's a builder that was trying to build, trying to build to get to heaven, to know where the heaven is. But nobody can see heaven. No one can see heaven. Even those ones in space, those scientists in space, the only way they can just get is crowd and the cloud, the cloud. Even aeroplane, private jets, even when we are flying on the air, it's cloud we see. Cloud. Heaven is far above. We don't know where is heaven. That's just the real fact, the real truth. Truly, we don't know where heaven is. We don't know how heaven looks like. But there are still some people that have that vision of how heaven looks like. If you're a Christian, there are some apostles that had the vision in New Testament on how heaven looks like. I think it's in Revelation. There are some people that have, even currently now, there are still people that are seers, prophets, that used to get to see some revelations, some visions on how, a little bit on how, what it looks like in heaven. But some of us don't believe them. But it's based on them. It's based on we all as our belief. We've not seen heaven, but there are still some people that God opened their eyes to see how heaven looks like. Not all heaven, but a little, image or picture on how heaven looks like. We call them seer. We call them a prophet or prophetess. They see visions. You understand? So I can't really place my thing that okay, this is heaven or I have seen heaven, and I won't doubt them. I can't really say no that those ones that feels or that see visions and the Lord show them lots of things. I won't say that they are lying or no. I won't say that. But me as an individual, I have not seen heaven, but I have belief. I hope that one day, wherever we are going to, wherever our soul is going to, when we die, I pray it should be in a better place. Our soul should be in a better place. That is the prayer. Whether in paradise, I don't know. I've not seen paradise, but I pray and I hope and I believe that our soul will be in a better place. That is why we have, whatever we're doing in this life, we have to live a good life, a good moral life. We have to learn to do good. There is 10 commandments in Christian Bible. Without the Christian Bible itself, because I don't want to be too religious here, we all in our basic life, we have a morality and a good standard we should keep and live by example. So whatever you are doing, even though you choose not to believe the religious commandments, just live a good life. Don't live life to destroy others. Don't live life to give yourself a bad record or a bad name. When you live a good moral life, it will speak for itself, and you'll be rest assured that wherever you are going, at the end of the day, when you die, you see that your soul will go wherever the place is. Your soul will go to the right place. I don't want to give it in a I don't want to make it in a general awareness that there's heaven, because when I start talking there is heaven, some of you might ask me, have I seen heaven? Or some of you might not like the topic. Some of you might feel that I'm being too religious. You understand? That is why I don't want to say anything about religion matters here. But I'm just giving in general. In general, that is why in philosophy, a man named Socrates was talking about the good deals, was talking about living a good moral life, living a good moral life. And then when Socrates, some philosophers that came, it was before Christ, the BC, because they call them BC AD, I think before Christ, some of the philosophers. And you see some actually live a good life, and some believe that there's an existence, there's a supreme being that existed, that's made the universe, but it's just that they could not see it to prove it. You understand? But they have their good morals. That is why I say, whether you are religious or not, just live a good moral life. So you be rest assured that whenever you die, when you die, and I pray we live long, when we get to die, we should die on our old age, the rightful old age. And whenever we die, I'll be rest assured that your soul, wherever the soul is going, it will go to a rightful place, to a peaceful place. You understand? The soul doesn't perish. That is just the real truth. Our souls doesn't perish. The only thing that perish in our body is our body, because our body is just the flesh. It's the flesh that perish. We have three inner self in we. We have three inner flesh. That is why in philosophy, Plato, Aristotle, this called the I think Plato called the body, the flesh, a reflection, our reflection. The main us, we in us is the essence. And what is that essence? That essence is our soul. Our soul. That is why when death come, our body remain, but our soul stand. Is our soul that walks. That is why they call our soul spirit. It's our soul that walks up and down. It's our soul that walks up and down. Our soul walks up and down just to get to go to where, I don't know. That is why sometimes when you see dead people, and there are people that are able to see spirits, they get to see the dead people walking around. So those dead people walking around, it's their soul that walks around. It's their soul that walks around. Their soul is just like a reflection of them. It brings their reflection, but it's not their body. Their flesh and their body is already dead. It's lying. That is why when they burn them or bury them, you see that they return to sand. They return to sand. The flesh of a human being returns to sand, because it's from sand the creator of the universe made them. The truth is, nobody can make human being. Whether you are super talented, whether you are super intelligent, you can't make human being. That is why we have to give kudos to God. As human and as intellectual that we are, no matter what, scientists, they tried, but nobody can make human being. They can make something that looks like human being, that looks like us. But where they will stop is robots. And God gave them that knowledge. Yes. God gave them that knowledge. God gave them that intelligence. But they can't be like God. That's just the truth. They are really trying. I want to give a really kudos to AI, to robots, those technicians. They're trying. But in general, I'm saying they can't be like God, but they are trying. They are really trying. It's not easy. But they won't create like God, because God is God. He's God himself. No one can take his throne. No one can take his the intellectual, the wisdom we are using is from God. The air we are breathing is from God. That is why whenever we wake up, we should thank God. Even though you're not religious, just thank the creator that created you. Because even though you don't believe in God, but you believe that there is something, there is someone that created you. You don't just exist. No. You don't just exist. It's not possible. You don't just exist. There are some people that feel that there's no God, the scientist that created me. How did they put you in your mother's womb? How? Oh my God. It's not possible. They said, okay, yes, it's scientists, since sperm and the egg, they form together to make a baby. Yes, they form together. Yes, I understand. I do understand. But how did the baby form? Was it not still God that created man, that created everything in man? Hey God, was it not still God that said, in your mother's womb I formed you? So everything God created in man and in woman, when they come together, that is why God said, when you come together, you become one. So when they come together in a woman's body, which is the partner, a woman is the partner of man, which God said, if they come together in a woman's body, they form. And it's the same God that said, in your mother's womb, I form you. God is spirit. No one can tell. God is spirit. So are we going to say scientists that form the mother of Jesus? I'm so sorry that I'm bringing religion here. But the mother of Jesus, how did she conceive? So no matter we are saying scientists, they just help. They just help us because most of us are not really really intellectual. So the work of scientists is to help us, to teach us, to educate us, to tell us that this is how, because sperm is natural, egg is natural. Scientists didn't put egg there, even though now they produce eggs. The natural one was made from God. So scientists try to tell us, or doctors, they try to tell us how it works. But they were not the one that put it there. They were not the one that created sperm. No, it's God. God created Adam and Eve. I was not there. But we all read to learn. So the same way we are reading our education, our book, our history, we were not there when the history were being made. But the same way we are reading our history, our current affairs to know, that is the same way I'm reading some scriptural Bibles. Because if you ask those ones that don't believe in religious aspects, they will tell you that you were not there, so all those things doesn't exist. You also tell them that those history they are reading to make intellectual discussions, were they there? You understand? So the same way they are reading histories to give us facts, to give us intellectual knowledge, that's the same way we read our religious scriptural Bible or scriptural book. So in my scriptural book, God created Adam and Eve. God is a spirit. We can't see God, but we can feel it. The breath we are breathing is from God. That is why when we die, the last breath we breathe, that breath, God, it goes to God back. And that breath is spirit, is the spirit. Because God is a spirit. Once the breath we are breathing, once we stop breathing, that the breath is going directly to God. And the body is dead. And once the body is dead, the soul come out from the body. That is why they say the soul doesn't perish. It doesn't perish. The only thing that perishes in us is our body, our flesh. And what is it? Our flesh returns to sand. When the body is being buried or burnt. There are some countries that burn a dead body, while there are some countries that bury. Whether you burn, whether you bury, it returns to sand. Even though you burn, it returns to ashes, and that ashes still turn to sand. That is body and flesh for us. That is just the pure truth. That is why if I see some people feeling that, okay, they are fine, and they keep bullying others that, yes, you are fat, yeah, you are not fine, you are ugly, I will nod my head. And the only question I'll ask the person is, why are you bullying? Why are you saying all this? Can you create? That question alone, I will ask that person, can you create? The person will keep quiet. That is why we as an individual, we should not allow our fellow individual to bully us or to talk bad against our physical appearance, because they can't create. So you should learn to speak for yourself so nobody will weigh you down. Whenever they talk to you, or they bully you, or they make fun of you. No, you are too fat. No, you are black. No, you're not fine. Ask them this question, can you create? If you can't create, then you shut up. That is what you tell them. If you can't create, then you shut up. You stop talking bad against me. You see them, they keep quiet. That is how to shut them up. Even the scientists, the technician, all of them that create, they create robots. They don't create human beings like us. Even though they try to create human beings, not everything we do, the ones they create does. They are trying, yes, I know. But no one can create like God. That is just the pure truth. That is why when some of us are too fine and we are too proud of ourselves that we are fine and looking down on others, I pity you. Death can come at any time. I'm not saying that we are all gonna die. God forbid. We'll all live to see our children. At the rightful age, which is the old age, we will die. That is why I look at people that envy themselves and people that make fun of people that they are not fine, and because them they are fine, I look and I nod my head. This your flesh, it will still return back to sand. It's not everlasting. The only thing that is they want in you, the spirit wants in you, is your soul. And with the soul, we can't see the soul. The soul is way above the spirit. We can't see the soul. The soul will just take a reflection of us. That is why in some films, when we watch some films, when someone die, you see the spirit coming out from the body, and the spirit still takes the reflection of the body, but it's not actually the body. The body is already lying on the ground, on the floor, or the bed, or wherever the person died. But the soul itself come out like a spirit and takes the reflection of the body. And you see the soul wandering up and down, wandering about till the soul sees where it will stay. We don't know where the soul stays. We don't know where someone stays after they died. We don't know. Even scientists have tried. They've tried. Even some they were rumored that scientists have seen where human being stays after they died. After they died, because I heard I got to read some in social media. They were like, but I don't know whether it's real or it's true. They said they applied a remote connection to a man, and they tested the man died, but they were still tracking the spirits. But later on the thing stopped. It stopped. The map stopped tracking. Then for how many, like for 20 years later, it started doing, like the map started again. I don't know whether it's true. I don't know. I can't tell. But at the end of the day, they said they've known where the soul goes after man or woman die, after human being die. That is what some scientists say. But the pure truth is nobody knows where people goes when they die, unless as an individual, the individual witness it by his or herself. And when the individual witness it by his or herself, no, they can't come back to tell the story. They can't come back. Even when an individual dies, because I've heard some story, but I've not seen it, that some people die and wake up like the next, or maybe like 2 days or 3 days. I've heard it. They were not actually dead. That's just the truth. They were unconscious. They were not dead, like dead. Their spirits haven't left them. That was why they didn't actually die. Their spirits were just roaming about, and if they are seers, or if they were about to see some things, their spirit. If God really wants to show you something, He will show you to the extent that when you wake up, you remember it. But if you don't wake up, when you wake up, if you don't remember it, that means God did not show you anything. That means He doesn't want to show you. There are some people in coma. When they are in coma, you see, because most of them that I see that survive coma, when they wake up from coma, they keep telling me that they keep seeing themselves going straight everywhere, white, that they were just going straight. They don't know the word they are. I tell them, it's your spirit, it's your soul that is moving. If it's not your right time to die, you see yourself going back. You see yourself going back. It's not the right time to die. But if it's the right time for them to die, and when they are going, if they don't turn back, that means the spirit have left the body for real. There are some of them that when they are going, they get to see some visions, and if God really want them to come to the world and tell the world this is what they see, God will put that memory in their head, in their brain. So when they wake up, they will remember everything. That is why you hear some pastors or some people, they're like, okay, I died for like 3 days and I woke up. They didn't actually die. If you see someone that died, the spirit, yeah, the spirit have left the person. How long? They didn't actually die. God wanted to tell them to, God wanted to show them some things, or God wanted to prove himself to the world. That's just the truth. That is why when we see some of our people in coma, I don't pray for any of us to be in coma. But when you see someone in coma and you know the person, you try to pray for the person, because it's not easy. Because whenever our spirit, our soul leaves our body, it's very hard though. It's very, very hard to come back. It takes the grace of God for this the soul, the spirit to turn back. Because they're not in their rights, they're not thinking as human being again, because spirits and human being, they don't have anything in common. That is just the truth. There are even some of us when we are in spirit, when some people die, they don't even remember their parents. They can see their parents in the spirit, this thing, but they won't even know that this is my parent. The only thing they just know is, okay, when I was in the world, I have parents, I have siblings, I have parents, but they can't. When they see their parents in the spirit, they won't even remember, because God has taken away those memory. The only memory they can have is the memory of them, their self alone. That is why they say when I read in the book, they said when you die and your spirit comes out, you only your memory will be on how you live. Only your memory will be. So you can start taking records. So record will start coming. You can start taking record on how you live. When you see your parents in the spiritual realm, you won't recognize them. If you see your siblings there, you won't recognize them. But you just have memory that, when I was in the world, I had siblings. When I was in the world, I had my mom, I had my dad. The only time you can recognize your mom or dad is maybe whenever you are in the, maybe you are unconscious and you see them. Maybe if the parents died and you get unconscious in coma and you see them, that means you are not dead. You are not really dead. That is why you can recognize them. And the thing is, you are still going to come back. That is why that is when you can recognize your family. But when the person is dead, I'm so sorry, you're not, nobody will die here. But I'm just saying based on life. That is life. When someone is dead, the person is dead and the person's spirit goes to wherever, because we don't know where this person's spirit goes. When the person's family comes to, when the person's family died and comes to the spirit, the person will not remember that this was my mom when I was on earth. No. The person will remember, but the person will have that memory that I had a mom, I had a dad, I had a sibling. That is why it's good to, when someone dies, we as a living being, because God hears our prayer. The nature hear our prayer. That is why when they die, we ourselves, we have to pray for them and pray for their soul to rest in peace, because the soul goes a long way. We don't know where the soul is going. We have to pray for them to rest in peace. There are some stubborn soul when they die, and that means that happens. Thank you, Bobby Santiago. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. It's just as real as your Jesus. That is what I'm saying. I'm saying that, see, I'm not condemning any religion. All religions are good. Whatsoever religion you are, it's perfect. Thank you, Bob Santago. It's perfect. I'm not saying one religion is good, one religion. No. I'm just trying to say whatever life we are living, we should try to live by example of our religion. Live a good moral life. In all religion, they teach about morality. So live a good moral life. So whenever someone dies, your soul can rest in peace. So there are some souls that don't rest in peace. That is why whenever a person die, we have to pray for the person's soul. That is why you hear people say, I pray for the person's soul to rest in peace. Because sometimes soul doesn't rest in peace. There are some souls that don't rest in peace. They wander about. They are confused. They walk up and down. You see some of them, they will want to come to earth. There are some souls that are very stubborn. They will want to come to earth. That is what they call it reincarnation. They call some reincarnation. You see some, they want to come to earth again. They'll be wondering about. Some of them will not go, they'll be wondering about in the this thing. In the earth. That is why some dogs, there are some dogs that see spirits. You see some dogs, they'll be barking. Who? And nothing will be there, but they know what they are seeing. They see spirits. That is why we call some spirits who goes about. You see some dogs, they'll be barking. You'll be saying, what is wrong with this dog? Why is this dog barking? What happened? You know, dogs, they are very good. You see pets, it's good to put them in the house. They secure everywhere. They get you alert. They let you know what is going on. Dogs bark. When they bark and nobody is there, just know that spirits pass. They can see what is beyond. Even what we cannot see. Dogs, they are spiritual. There are some pets, there are some animals that they are spiritual. They sees a lot. And it's happened that way because they know that them, they cannot talk. They have their own different, pets, they have their own different language that they can speak to themselves and they can understand. So spirits know they don't talk. So they know that even though they see them, they won't talk. The only thing is just for them to make a sign. Dogs see spirits. And those are the souls, the spirits that walks around the earth. You see some of them going around. You even see some of them going to revenge their deaths. Some spirits have missions. Some goes to revenge their deaths, deal with the person that killed them. Some of them don't die. They didn't die a healthy death. Some died mysterious. Some died sudden. Some died. There are some people that kill. I don't know. There are some people that go spiritual to kill human beings. That is why some souls, they come to earth, they wander about trying to get revenge. Or you see some will come and enter another person's body and go to another country. Or maybe it's not the person, his or her country again. Some will go to another country to go and make up with family. That is why they say if there are some souls that are very stubborn, if they don't die a good death, there are some that will just go to make up another family. Maybe they were not married when they died. They were not married. They didn't have children. They did not accomplish anything in life. You see some of them, they will go back to another country and form if they will end like I don't know how they will do it. They will reincarnate. They will come like a human being back. They will come like a human being back, and you see them they will get married. It happens. I've heard the story that someone died and came back. I don't know. I don't even know the person's body that they will take. But there are even some that they will just come back. I don't know how they did. They will come back as themselves. But it's just that they will not come to where they died. They will not come to their country again. They will go to another country and go and form family there. They will go and get married, get children. I don't know how they do it. And you see them, they never lack. They don't go to work, but we don't know how they do it. That is why in my country, my country, we have states. In that state we also have villa. So in my villa, I was not born then. It was my grandmother, my granny that told me there's a woman that died in my villa. Then the woman reincarnated. The woman came back to life. Like, the woman died. My grandma heard of it. Then my grandma was young. So when my grandma was older, a little bit older, my grandma heard that the woman came back to life. But the woman went to another country, which was Ghana. I don't know if some of you know Ghana. Ghana is an African country. She went there to go to sell some short cake, some snacks. She was selling it to earn a living. She was selling it. So someone that knows her from another country came to Ghana, and the person was just passing. Immediately, the person mentioned the woman's name. Said, I know this woman. This woman is dead. Immediately, the person mentioned the woman name. The woman disappeared. They don't like seeing that you know them. That is why whenever they want to come back to earth, they get to go to another place where nobody knows them to start up a life there. So the reason some of them come back to earth is maybe they didn't accomplish what they want to accomplish in life. Maybe they died suddenly. Their death was not ordinary. Some of them will come back to life to revenge. That is why whenever some people die, you see their family, friends, or loved ones crying, saying, "You have to revenge your death. Revenge your death. You revenge your death before your soul rests in peace. Please revenge them," because they get to know that the person did not die ordinary, or maybe the person was killed spiritually by someone. They keep crying, saying, "Revenge your death." I pray your soul will haunt the person that killed you. You see the people, they will be crying, praying for the dead, the spirit to revenge, to haunt the person that killed the person. That is why some of them come back to this life for revenge. Some of them come back to this life to accomplish their mission in life. So each spirits have different reasons for them coming back to earth, and they come back to where they don't know them. They go to another country where nobody knows them to start up a life. But the painful truth there is they all have time when they go back, because they were given time of when they will return. They won't stay forever. They might not last long much like that. But in spiritual realm, our days of counting, our years is just like one day to them. So they might stay for like maybe 10 years, but in the spirit they might call that 10 years maybe a year. You understand? Because there is nothing, we don't have any connection with the spirit and the dead or spirits and the living. So anything that is happening on earth is different, doesn't concern what is happening in the spiritual realm. So our time date is different from their own. That is why also in the same thing with God, the creator of the universe, our time is different from the creator of the universe. That is why they tell us, wait for your time to come. Our time might be going fast, clicking fast, and we're like, God, you've not answered my prayer. You've not done this for me. I don't have money. Why is it that my time has not come? But you won't know that in God's eyes, maybe for like 2 years or 20 years, God has not answered your prayer. But God has the time. Maybe God wants to answer your prayer. Maybe in our own time, God wants to answer your prayer in 21 years later. But it's already 20 years, and it's much in our time. It's a long time. That means for years, God have not answered it, and we'll be angry. You see some of us giving up. But in God's eyes, that 20 years in God's eyes, in God's way, the 20 years might be a day in God's eyes. God will just be watching. So at that time you are giving up, it might be okay. God will like, okay, this is my time to show myself. This is my time. This is the time I want to answer her prayer or his prayer. This is the time I want her to have this money. God has a reason for everything. But you see some people, they might not wait for that their time. they will go and do it in an illegal way, and you see it will not last. The money might not last. But if it's our time, when it comes to our time, and God blesses us, you see that it will become a generational wealth. Even our children will inherit from it. Illegal money doesn't last, honestly. That's just the truth. We have to be careful in this life. You have to be careful. Because even on this earth, the spirit also walks on the earth. That's the truth. They walks on the earth, so we don't know who is who. So they have their mission why they are on earth with us. But we won't know, we will not know. Because some of them takes the reflection of body. So we won't know whether they are spirit or not. That is why we have to be very careful on this earth we are. Because even the spirits, they are with us, but we don't know. We won't know. Some of them, maybe in our marketplace, they don't, maybe some of them don't market, they don't come to market daytime with us. They come to market maybe late night. That is when they do their own market. This world is mysterious. That is why every market, they have time when they closes. Once it's late, you go to your house. You might come late at the night and you might see, your eyes might not see what, you might not want to see what your eyes don't want to see, but you will see. You might see something. The world is dangerous. Because them, they believe that, okay, human beings, their markets, their marketplaces, this is the time they finish. So they will come to their own market. Oh God. So the world is very mysterious. The world is strange. A lot of things are happening. A lot things. That is why I say when if they can God can open our eyes and we get to see what is happening in the spiritual realm. We'll see ourselves crying. What are really happening? And before something happened in the physical, it has taken place in the spiritual realm. That is why when we are religions, in our own religion, different religion, Islamic, Hindi, Buddhism, Monism, any religion we are Christianity, we just have to pray. Prayer helps a lot. It helps a lot. In your different religion, please learn to live a good moral life and pray. Prayer helps a lot. A lot are happening. Prayer helps us to stay out of trouble. It helps us to live our life. That is why when we pray and when we are doing, you see, whenever we want to do the wrong thing, our conscience will be judging us. Prayer guides us. It leads our daily life and it helps us to stay out of trouble. It keeps us aware of the danger coming ahead of us. Prayer. Whatever religion you are, everybody have their way of praying. There are some people that they just say a word, that is their prayer, and it goes for them. It works with them. There are some people that they pray for a long time. It works with them. Everybody are different. The fact that you pray for a long time doesn't mean your second partner will also pray for a long time. Everybody have different way of praying. So you should not say, yes, I'm praying for a long time. Why will you be praying just a word? Or why will you just be singing? Is that prayer? No. Everybody have different way of praying. There are some people prayer that is, God, please help me. I'm going. I'm so sorry. It's a network. I'm so sorry. I'm just having a little bit network problem. So what I'm saying is, People have their way of praying. People have their way of praying. So leave people to pray the way they want to pray. Everybody have their way of praying that works for them. So we should try to take our prayer life seriously in our different religion. We should try to take our prayer life seriously in our different religion, because a lot are happening. A hell lot are happening. Look at the city of Gaza. See destruction of building. See people dying. See children crying, hunger. See their buildings being destroyed. People running, people crying. You see little children crying. Bloodshed everywhere. People crying for hunger. The city of Gaza in Palestine. The Israelites are bombing, destroying their buildings. And some of us feel pity for them. I also feel pity for them. Innocent children, they don't know what is going on, because them, they are innocent. The children, they are innocent. That is why in your secret prayers, wherever you're praying, please remember them in your prayers. I know some of us don't like the city of Gaza, but please, whatsoever they've done to you, please forgive them. They are suffering. The Israelites are not having mercy on them. I know something that might have resulted in the Israelites from dealing with them, from bombing their country. I know they did something, but I don't want to know. The only thing is, please forgive them. And if you are one of them that don't like the city of Gaza, please forgive the city of Gaza. Pray for them. The innocent children are suffering. There's hunger. That is why on social media, whenever we see the posts of the city of Gaza, the building, the destruction of the building, them running for help, people dying, we should pray for them and try to share that post. We should repost the post on social media so it will go around the world, so people, they can seek for help. Our only contribution for the city of Gaza, as we are watching it on social media, we should try to share and repost so it can be circulating around the world. So the people that are financially capable, we will help them. You see some of them, there's no food in the land, no food. People are crying. That is why when we are opportune to eat, some of us eat for a day, one day. Some of us will be crying, saying, we don't have food in our house. We only eat once a day. Be grateful. There are some people that they don't eat at all. There are some people that they beg for food. Some people don't even see food to eat. Some go to the dustbin, the waste bin, to search for food. So if you are able to eat once a day, be grateful. If you're able to eat 2 times a day, be grateful. If you're also able to eat 3 meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, be also grateful. But most especially, if you are able to eat once a day, be grateful. There are some people that they don't have anything to eat. Some countries are suffering from hunger. That is why I say the city of Gaza, there is no food in the land. It's just war, destructions, bombing, destructions of buildings. And a lot of people dying. Children looking for their parents, crying, Mama, Papa, where are you? Getting injured, blood everywhere, bloodshed. So in our secret prayers, we should pray for them and also share their post and pray for them to get better, for their country to be safe. I know that one day all these things will stop. Not only in the city of Gaza, a lot are going on in some countries in which some of us don't know. That is why, as a citizen, you have to pray for your country and pray for the world also. Don't say, yeah, I don't have to pray for the world. I don't have to care for the world. Hey, it's not my country. As far as my country is safe, I don't want to pray for other country. No, please don't say that. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So pray for your country. Pray for your president. Pray for yourself as an individual. Pray for your family. Care for everyone. Show care. Showing care doesn't only mean that you show care through financial giving. No. You show care through your own way of caring for them, emotionally praying for them. That is also a way of showing care. But it's not all of us that have financial capability to give to everyone. It's not everybody that have that financial capability. Nobody is equal. We are all different in our own ways of individual lives. The only thing that makes us equal is we as human beings. Whether black, tall, fat, thin, we are equal. We are the same. But in our individual life workings, we are different. So we have to show care in any way we can, not only financial giving. A lot are really happening. In some not only just because of social media showing the city of Gaza. There are some countries that they don't even have phone to even show. They don't have anything to alert that their countries are suffering. There are some countries suffering. Seriously suffering. But is it because they don't bring it on social media for us to see? There are also some countries suffering from racism, suffering from discrimination, suffering in their various way of work, place of work. There are some families to see food to eat. They have to strive. They have to work and work and work and work and work in order to earn a living. There's some people that are poor to even get food. That is why I say when you think you have enough, please learn to give. Give a little help. It helps. It matters. In your house, don't waste food, please. If you think you don't want to eat again, you give to the next person, or you feel that okay, you just make sure you don't waste food. Even though people don't collect food from you, you keep it. The next day you might be hungry for the food. When you want to waste food, remember that there are people that are looking for that food. If there are some clothes you are not wearing anymore, you drop them, you keep it safe. You know, there are some people they want to throw away their clothes. There are some people that they want to burn their clothes. No, don't burn it, please. Don't throw it away. You keep it safe. One day someone will need the clothes. Someone will need the clothes. You know, in this life, there are some that are poor. There are some that are rich. You understand? So whatever things you are not using, you keep it safe. And don't wait for the thing to spoil before giving it out. No, please. We should learn not to give spoiled things to people, please. Maybe now our clothes are torn. Then we want to give the clothes that are torn to people. Please, even though it's torn, please make sure you sew it. You stitch it before giving it to the person, please. And we should learn to give with good heart. And again, don't give what you don't have, please. If you don't have, it's okay. One day you will have. It's not everyone that have much. So if you don't have, don't give what you don't have. Or if you think this is your last card, please don't give your last card, please. Because you also have to survive. But when you have much to give, you think that when you give, you will still have. Please give. That's why in social media, there are some people that come to test people that are giver, people that gives, people that care. You see some social media, they will try to test you. They'll be cameraing you. You will not even know that there's camera. And they'll be telling you that, please, I've not eaten. Can you buy for me food? If your spirit say you should, if your mind say, do it for this person, do it. Because you don't know what the reward you have. You might have reward. You might think that the person is real begging you, but you don't know that they kept a camera somewhere for you to text if you can give, to test your kindness. There are still some people that after they give, and you see that they give them reward. A lot of things are going on the street because people camera to test people kindness. You might be rewarded, but I'm not saying this just to get reward. No, I'm saying it just to care for your loved ones, for your neighbors. for people. And as you're doing it, you don't know, one day someone might just come and hold thousands of dollars and just camera you, just to test if you are able to give them. And at the end of the day, when you give them, you see you get heavy reward. And you will be on social media. People like, oh, he's so good. Oh, he's so kind. Oh, she's so good. Oh, she's so kind. People will be watching your videos. They'll be like, oh, she's so good. I love her. Please, can you get her for me? Ask her, where can I send her gifts? How can I gift her? You see people happy that you did this. That is why I say our reward might come in different ways. But don't do it for the reward. Do it because it comes from your heart. So there are some countries that suffers. Some countries are suffering, not only the city of Gaza. Why social media carry the city of Gaza? Because it's much. It's a war between two countries. Israelites and Palestinians. But mostly they are destroying the city of Gaza. That is why social media carried it round. But there are still some countries that suffers, that's in which social media can't get there. We don't even know about. That is why we have to pray for the world, pray for all countries. Because a lot of things are going on. So please, whenever we see the post, any post of people suffering in social media, please try to share, try to repost. That is the only contribution we have. And if they place account number there, if you have, give the little you have. But if you don't have, it's okay. The only thing you can do is to repost the video, share the video, so it can go around. That is a way of rendering help also. Showing your sympathy. Showing that you care. So whatsoever you are not using, you think you are not using, please learn to keep them in a safe place. Because one day, you will see someone that need that. And we should try to learn so we won't let our foods get spoiled. Whatever you have in house, please don't waste it. Don't let it get spoiled. There are people looking for that food. If you think you can't eat much, you buy the little you can eat. Portion your food. Don't eat much don't take much out of selfishness to waste it. No. Learn to manage. Hey, Kadi said I should add him in my life. Kadi, I don't really know how to add. Kadi, I don't know how to add, please. I don't know how to add. I'm so sorry. Please, I don't know how to add. Maybe next time, by then, I would have learned how to add. Because I'm still getting to learn how to master this YouTube. I'm sorry. So where did I stop? We should learn to manage. Managing in life helps us. It helps us. So even though you don't have much and you are managing, whenever you have the time when God blesses you, or the time when time comes when you have much, you will see that you will not see yourself wasting things. You see yourself still managing, and you still, when you manage, you have more. You have more to give to people. You buy things for the house, and you get to see that, okay, this thing is much. Don't cook everything. Cook the one you can eat. Because we all have conscience. Whenever we are throwing food, there are some people that when they are throwing food, they have this, their conscience will be hitting them, it will be judging them. Why are you wasting food? So for us, in order for us not for our conscience not to judge us, we have to learn to live a moral life. We have to learn to live by what is right. All these things where I'm arriving is we should learn to live moral life and also show care to people around us that needs it. But when you are showing care, don't show care more than yourself. Make sure that you too, you are being cared for. You can't be unhappy to make others happy. It's not possible. If you try to do it, you get depressed. And what keeps coming to your head will be suicide. Kill yourself, kill yourself. But I pray it doesn't happen. It will not happen. Make yourself happy first before making others happy. Because when you are not happy and you are pretending to be happy in order to make others happy, when the person goes, you see yourself, you'll be crying. You'll be depressed. You'll be thinking. It might even affect you psychologically. It might affect your mental thinking. So try to make yourself happy before you can make others happy. And do to others what you love others to do to you. And learn to stay out of trouble. And learn to live a private life. Private life matters a lot. There are people that don't know how to talk. When you tell them something now, they can easily go and tell to your enemies. You will not know. When you are private, people won't know your next move. You see yourself progressing, going higher and higher, taking more steps ahead of others. So whatever you have, whatever plans you have, learn to keep it safe. Don't announce it. Because there are some people that don't want to see the progress of others. It's normal. It's normal. That is life for you. Really trying to add Cardi and it's not adding. Cardi, please don't be angry next time, because I don't know, not even really, I don't know how to add someone